So today, as I exited the highway, there was this homeless guy standing with a sign. And it was only half of a sign. The other half was gone. I don't know what happened to it. So it only had some words on it. But, you could gather that he was looking for money and just kind of had his head down. And it was really sad. I felt really bad for him. My car was like really far away. So I just started to think, and I started to ask myself, I wonder what it was like for him to make that decision this morning of, okay, I'm gonna go stand at the highway exit and ask for money. Like, what was it like making that decision? And then I thought, well, maybe he didn't really make a free decision, so to speak, but maybe this was more of a conditioned response where every time he goes there and he gets money, that makes him feel good. And so then that good feeling causes him to come back. And so what I was looking at right there was these two different perspectives. Free will, which is the perspective that we make our decisions freely, and determinism, which is that various factors cause our behaviors. It's not really about what we're deciding. It's just we're moved or determined to, by the environment, by whatever, to engage in certain behaviors. And then as I was playing this out through my head as I was driving, I realized that I felt differently about this guy based on which perspective I applied to the situation. And then I realized that we could apply these perspectives not only to ourselves, or not only to others, but also to ourselves. And if we do that, it produces like these different feelings, at least for me, right? Now, I had 4 in total, so let's go through this. Like, let's say I apply free will to myself. That would sound like this. I'm free to make my decisions at this given moment, at any given moment. I'm free to choose the next action that I take. Now that's a very empowering feeling. When I think those words, I feel very empowered. And that's actually a key ingredient, I think, to a lot of self-help material, which is it triggers this feeling of empowerment by reminding us about free will. All right? But at the same time, we could also take a determinist perspective on ourselves, and that would sound something like this. Well, I know I'm still in bed right now. I would get up, but I just don't have the energy. If I had the energy, then I would feel compelled to get out of bed. And so notice the determinist language there. I would feel compelled to get out of bed. It's not really a decision, but that, I think, leads to a feeling of like depression or helplessness. Now, you could also take free will, apply it to other people, and that would sound like this. Well, so-and-so got another DUI. He could have decided not to drive when drunk, or he could have decided not to drink in the first place. Basically, he could have decided not to engage in this behavior, right? So the feeling that I get from that train of thought is a feeling of blame for others. And now watch if we apply determinism to other people. That could sound something like this. Well, so-and-so, yeah, I know he yelled at me today, but I can understand why he would yell. His dog passed away, and so he's been feeling like a lot of emotions, and those emotions are making him lash out at people. So I kind of get it. Right? Now, again, notice the language of determinism. Those feelings, those emotions are making him lash out. But at least for me, the feeling that I get is a little bit of compassion or understanding for the guy, So, some people will try to debate the truth of this. Okay, do we have free will or do we not? Like, what's the truth here? As I stated in another video, that for me is not the question. I'm a pragmatist, so I ask, what's the outcome? What are the results of believing in one or the other? And these right here, these are the results. So we can feel empowerment, blame, depression, or compassion. Which one would I want to feel? I would say compassion and empowerment. And if that's the case, then it's my job to apply free will to myself and apply determinism to other people. I mean, blame and depression those are low vibration emotions, so why would I want to experience those? So try this out. I mean, assuming that you also want to avoid these feelings and go with those two, then try this out and see if it raises your vibration or if it leads to a feeling of inner peace. Feel free to comment your outcomes, your results in the box below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this and you think it's helpful, then make sure you subscribe and share it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.